becoming a professional bass player. My name's Deborah and this is the video journal of my career transition. So you might be noticing a theme. I'm opening my YouTube videos with a new Simply Red bass line at the moment every time. So people who aren't in the band can have a guess in the comments what song that's the bass line to. I've very much got my Truly Red hat on at the moment, thinking about our upcoming gig on the 14th, which is the first time that the public will have been able to see us. So we've put in lots of rehearsals, we've filmed our promo. I'm feeling ready to show the public what we've been doing. I've been a busy bee out and about in the local area, putting posters up and doing social media. And I'm going to show you our poster. There we go. This one actually, interestingly enough, we did have a go because I want to be as eco-friendly as I possibly can. And so I did try printing our flyers onto seeded paper. I don't know if you can see that, lots of little seeds in there. But we actually felt, because this has got quite a big photograph on it, that it got in the way of properly seeing what's on offer. So I haven't gone with that, but I probably will get my business cards printed in this seeded paper. But it means that I've got the opportunity to plant this trial piece in my garden and see what comes up. So we'll see what comes of that. Let me just turn that off. Oh, there we go. Ray would tell me off for not turning my bass down while I'm talking to you. But it's been a very full-on bassy time, actually, as well as being in Truly Red and getting ready for that. Huge excitement. Orefo, who is the current Simply Red bassist, I mean, he's a very well-known bass player in his own right, but he's currently joined Simply Red and is on tour with them, is coming to Southend. We're very well provided for musically in Southend, I have to say, and particularly by Jazz 825 and also Michael Crook's The Jazz Mix, which just has the best artists. So he's coming as part of Robert Restuccia's band on the 11th of February. I can tell you that now because I've bought a ticket and I think they're going to go pretty fast. But, I'm going to be within sort of, touching distance of Orefo. He's going to be there. And it also means, I was thinking about it, I'm going along with Mark, our Mick Hucknall, and it sort of raises our game because we have so many great musicians come to play in Southend. That's where you set your benchmark. You're wanting to get up there all of the time, and that's really helpful. It helps us be really good at what we do. Speaking of fantastic musicians at the Jazz Mix, it's been a really great month, January was, for seeing bass players. Also at the Jazz Mix was Shez Raja, who's got his new album out, Spellbound, and I'm not on any kind of commission from Shez Raja. I paid for this CD, but it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And he's got the super talented Guthrie Govan on there, and they came to play at the Jazz Mix towards the end of January. Oh my goodness, out of this world. And particularly outstanding was Sophie Alloway on drums. My word, I mean, every single musician. So his keyboard player, Chris Jerome, and his saxophonist, who was Vasilis Xenopoulos. Awesome musicians. And also on that particular evening, Sophie Alloway on drums just blew everybody's mind. She was amazing. So, yeah, do get yourself a copy of Spellbound if you can. It's not available on Spotify because Shez Raja really wants to support musicians, and make sure they get paid properly. So I'm about to see Orefo. I have seen Shez Raja, and at the weekend I saw Laurence Cottle, who I hadn't heard of Laurence Cottle a couple of years ago, but I'm fairly new on this journey, as you know. And since I've been going to Talking Low, and when I went to jazz school in Brentwood last year, everybody was talking about Laurence Cottle, and I thought, oh, who's this guy? I've got to check him out. And I saw a gig on at Brasserie Zadel, Crazy Cox, and I went at the weekend. Claire Martin singing and Laurence Cottle doing everything else on bass, and it was just exquisite. So, you know, it's been a good week and a good month for being inspired by other people. So I'll say goodbye for today. I've met my objective to be down here on a Tuesday, although I'm still sort of working on improving the systems of Glitterball, which means improving systems in the household to make sure that things flow as smoothly and as cleanly as they can to create more time. And that is starting to happen. Martha this week is working on a drum skin for Truly Red to hopefully make that in time for our gig on the 14th, and wigs, because I've got my Truly Red hat on at the moment, but as soon as the 14th is out of the way, I will need my Divine Funk hat back on to get all the new numbers up and running for our residency to begin at the Railway Hotel. So I'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching.